Hi, this is Sylvia. I hope you can see me okay. I am doing a Facebook Live today about showing up messy in your life, and I decided that before I did this, I gave myself permission to not have to write anything down related to this Facebook Live, because as I've started to do them on a more regular basis, I've started to write things down and prepare for them, what I want to share with you. And I decided this week I don't want to do that. I want to just try to do this and just see how it goes. And the messiness, that I want to talk about is just that, things in your life, things keep changing, and sometimes we don't recognize what's happening and we don't keep up with it. And so for this, I'll just explain to you about what's happening with me. Last week were my kids' last week of school, and I didn't realize until Friday or so that I didn't have childcare for them for Monday and Tuesday, and that I had to figure something else out in the meantime. And I also was realizing, I said I was going to help with carpooling for my son for his a middle school prep that he's doing all week. And then I realized actually I can't do it on Wednesday morning because I have this weekly meeting that I do it from 7 to 8:30. And then I also realized, it's going to be hard on Friday. And so I've been feeling oh my goodness, I'm kind of just trying to keep make sure that know where I'm going and who I need to pick up, and also still run my business and run my 2 businesses, etc., and take care of myself. And that's just the way it is sometimes. And I think summertime can be a time that is both exciting because you get to do things like take vacations. Here in Minnesota, it's a lot warmer than usual. There's actually no snow. Hi, Maritza. It's good to see you. I'm talking about messiness in life, which I imagine you can appreciate. But summertime, for a lot of us is also, hi, Tamara. It's good to see you. Summertime is also a time of transition, and, it can be hard to kind of change in schedule and also what we're juggling. So for me, what that meant that I didn't have these 2 days of childcare was that I ended up, hey Maritza, that I ended up having to start asking people in the neighborhood if these high school students and middle school students, if they could watch my kids. And then I started to, because even though I have a neighborhood grandparents that could also do that, I don't want to take them for granted. So, and then finding out that a lot of them were going away, and then having to ask, oh, you're on a messy workcation in hot Las Vegas. That's what Maritza is saying. Yeah. For me, not knowing what they were going to, and this is messy right now too, actually, doing this Facebook Live and not having, and just in general, that's how I feel each time I do it, actually, but it's okay. Not having to ask for help, and then knowing that, they might say no, and then having to say that I was going to, hi, Jen, having to say that I wasn't going to be able to do, some of the pickups I said I was going to do for my son's thing that he was going to, and feeling guilty then that I wasn't able to do that, even though, I'm carpooling with a bunch of other mothers in our neighborhood. And what I was realizing this past week was just how uncomfortable I was. First of all, I was beating myself up for not realizing that there were 2 days where there was no childcare, because I had made the same mistake last year as well. It kind of hit me at the very last moment, and I did the same thing again. And then the other thing I was noticing was that I'm tired of asking. I don't feel comfortable doing it. And hi Rashid, it's good to see you. And I'm uncomfortable doing it. I feel guilty doing it. I feel like I'm going to get rejected by doing it. And just allowing myself to do that anyway, still ask for help. And so what I want to ask you is, what are the areas in your life where you need to ask for help? that you're not doing it right now. Because so often we're so much more comfortable giving help than we are asking for it. And yet we all need help in our lives. We all do. Like, even no matter what your life is and how privileged you tell yourself your life is, we just need help from time to time. And sometimes we can do it, but it's really just like white knuckling it. And so I want to ask you where you need it, and also encourage you to do it as well. And just let you know, like, for me, it just really was uncomfortable. I think I'm also uncomfortable because I'm asking for help in different parts of my life too. Like, even when I come here, like, I feel like I'm asking you, are you gonna, like, when I do these Facebook Lives, I'm asking you in a way, to watch them if you're interested, to resonate with them. If you resonate with them, to go to my website and sign up for my emails. Those things are uncomfortable, and I think those things kind of add up over time. And this particular week, like this transition week from school ending to going into summer, made a storm where I had to do a lot of asking for help, and kind of had to do a lot of juggling, and have been having to, manage the discomfort of all the feelings that brings up for me. And so I'm sharing this with you because I imagine that I'm not the only one that feels like this. I imagine that you also struggle with this stuff too. And that in the summertime, like if you have children, that is something that is happening too, because our schedules change. And even when it's a good transition, like I'm so excited that it's warm outside and that I get to do some vacations this summer, it still adds stress. And if you're a business owner and your schedule is kind of in different places, it can add even more stress. So you're not alone. Ask for help. And life is messy. And that's okay. And it feels uncomfortable while it's messy. But see if you can lean into it and see if you can invite it in. So that's it for today. I've decided that that's it. And I hope you have a really, really good day. And I wish you well. I'm Sylvia DeMott, and you can find me at sylviademott.com. Let me know what your thoughts are. Feel free to just comment below and let me know what you want to ask help with, or just send me a text, send me a message as well, because I really enjoy getting feedback from people from doing this. And that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.